Hi there, I'm going to introduce the latest Amiqus integration in CaseLoad. So we're in a client record here. I'm going to click on the AML tab and you'll see we've got an option for perform Amiqus checks. So we can create the client and make a request, and I'll show you what the next stages are from there. So we don't have this client created already, it's not listed under clients, so we'll click create client. The client's now created, so if we look at clients, we've got a list of a single client. If there's multiple clients, those will be listed here. So on client, you select which one you want to do a request on and click create request. That'll open up the Amiqus website. You'll log in and sign into that. And here you're doing your normal request, or if you're new to Amiqus, this is what the Amiqus request section looks like. So you would select to do an ID report, maybe a photo ID verification, add to a watch list. At the moment, I'll just do a dummy request, which I'll automatically verify. Said you would do your own checks in here, and that would be come back to you. One of the new features we've added is the ability to request documents, and those documents to be stored into the file. So if we do a request documents, and I'll just choose one of my templates here for 3 months of utility bills, you can have other templates in there as required. You can ask them to complete forms, which also saves back as part of the ID. I'll do this by email, and I'll assign it to myself and I'll send request. So we'll send that request off, and you'll see on your dashboard for each individual person the status, whether it requires review, but you would see all that on the status of each one. So as this client completes requests, which you can see here, the dummy request and the document transfer, that would be listed in terms of the ID report, the credit report. They would all show as awaiting completion or awaiting documents. So what happens then is the client will get an email. So I'll just go into my emails. You can see this one here. So they'll get an email to say what needs to be done, and they'll click start request. So this is me now acting as the client. So client, Denovo, or law firm, sorry, would be the case, has asked you to complete the following. They'll click continue. So they'll just verify the details that we've already added, make sure the name, middle names, date of birth is all correct. They'll click continue. They'll verify that they're happy to go ahead with the Amiqus terms. Pop an address in there just so we've got something. The client would obviously provide their current address. Submit and continue. Again, I just need to put a postcode in there. And this is just a dummy check, so we'll just do a verification check to accept it. So we'll submit that and continue, and now we're looking for them to now upload some documentation. So I'll choose from files, some pictures, so I'll take that utility bill, that one as well, and that passport. So I've got 3 documents I'm looking to upload. They can upload those from their mobile device as well, as required, and then they'll click submit and continue. So from the client's experience, pretty simple in terms of them being able to put that information back in. So I'm just going to change my tab here back to Amiqus, and I'll do a quick refresh of that page. So you'll see the check has been accepted. Now you'll get an email when the client submits that information through. So what Amiqus website does is you can just see there's it was scanning those images, checking for viruses. We don't want anything being uploaded into the system which contains a virus or a suspect file. So Amiqus does that for us in that stage. So the check's been accepted, and we can see the documents have been transferred. So you can look at them, you can click on them and view what's in them. You would obviously check the ID as well before you did mark it as reviewed. But for quickness, I'm just going to click on approve and mark as reviewed. So what's now happening is that documentation and that update is now being sent over to the events of the client file. So if I minimise this window and my emails and go back and go into events, you'll see the 2 planned events. I'll just maximise this so we can see what we've got here. So there's the request being created as of this morning, and there's the check being complete. So the first check page is usually the ID. So you would see passport, driving licence, anything that performs an ID, and then after that those documents are uploaded. So there's that utility bill, that other utility bill, and See if we can open them, the driving licence. So those are all available on the client record now, and that's now us satisfied that would satisfy the ID with a normal check, but those documents are then available on the file, so you can see those all listed there as part of the ID request. Thanks for watching.